Good morning, precious friends. Thank you. This is Son of Zion podcast. This morning, I want to talk with us about a topic I tagged "You Can't Help God." You can't help God, and I want us to take our reading from the book of First Samuel, chapter 15. It's a popular story of Samuel and Saul when King Saul was asked to go and destroy the Amalekites with all the armies and everybody. But then in First Samuel chapter 15, verse 18, we start our reading. And the Lord sent thee on a journey and said, Go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites, and fight against them until they be consumed. Wherefore then didst thou not obey the voice of the Lord, but didst fly upon the spoil, and didst evil in the sight of the Lord. And Saul said unto Samuel, Yea, I have obeyed the voice of the Lord, and have gone the way which the Lord sent me, and have brought Agag the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites. But the people took of the spoiled sheep and oxen, the chief of the things which should have been utterly destroyed, to sacrifice unto the Lord thy God in Gilgal. Now, that is interesting and pathetic at the same time, because the instruction was to destroy all the Amalekites. Here was Saul, he carried King Agag of Amalekites, and his people also carried. And if you look at verse 21, what he says, but the people took some of the spoil, sheep and oxen, the choicest of the things devoted to destructions. Okay, the King James Version says those things that should have been utterly destroyed. So he knew. But they feel, no, maybe God doesn't know what he's doing. He said destroy everything. You left King Agag, you pick certain things because you said they are the choicest to sacrifice unto your God. Of course, it is clear that he has not become his God yet. He was sent to Samuel to sacrifice unto your God at Gilgal. Is that what he said he should do? Several times we do evil in trying to obey God. It's good to sacrifice to the Lord, but the best you can do for the Lord is what the Lord asks you to do. Don't go and commit fornication and bring offering and tithes. Don't go and steal money from your place of work and bring to church. Why are we violating the principles of God? Do you think God is a man? God cannot be psyched. That is what many of us still do today, just like Saul. Simple instruction, and you hear God's servant Samuel saying to him, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken better than the fattening of rams. God delights in obedience more than burnt offering. Why should a woman disobey her husband? Because she wants to do the will of the Lord. Why should children disobey their parents? Because they want to do the will of the Lord. And of course, what the parents are asking them to do is not contrary to God. There are places where God and God alone should be the one you listen to. But there are times that what you do, you know that definitely you are violating the principles of God. You carry money that your husband said should not be carried, and you go to give your pastor without his permission. You are disobeying what you ought not to do, and you are trying to please the Lord with a sacrifice. There are some of us that are called into ministry. God has actually asked you to leave everything to do ministry. You tell him, no, I'm going to work and I'm going to sponsor. If God wants to make you a sponsor, in fact, you can't even sponsor the work of God. But let's put it this way: if God wants to use you to sponsor, He will use you to sponsor. He has millions of children. He knows whom He wants to use for what. So let's not try to justify our error by sacrifice. I don't know who is listening to me this morning. Has the Lord asked you to do something and you are trying to bribe God with a sacrifice? Are you trying to bribe God with offering? Are you trying to bribe God with tithes? Are you trying to bribe God with certain commitments when actually you know what He asks you to do? You can't help God. Do the needful. There is grace. There is grace for you to respond. Yes, as I'm speaking to you right now, there is grace. Just let go and let God. The Lord bless you till I come again our way. Amen.